Good morning, good evening, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you might be doing. We wish to welcome you to the Silverlight Show. The Silverlight shines to illuminate that which lies hidden in darkness. For those of you tuning in today, we welcome you in. Genesis chapter 27, the rivalry between Esau and Jacob continues. And it's funny, Esau sold his birthright, but it appears nobody taught Isaac that information. So Jacob now is going to have to use trickery to get the full benefit of that blessing. Clear sibling rivalry in this case, but let's go. This is a long chapter, so let's jump on into the good stuff. Genesis chapter 27. When Isaac was old and his eyes were too dim to see, he called his elder son Esau and said to him, "My son," he answered, "here I am." He said, "I am old now, and I do not know how soon I may die. Take your gear, your quiver and bow, go out into the open, and hunt me some game. Then prepare a dish for me, such as I like, and bring it to me to eat, so that I may give you my innermost blessing before I die." Rebekah had been listening as Isaac spoke to his son Esau. When Esau went out into the open to hunt game to bring home, Rebekah said to her son Jacob, "I overheard your father speaking to your brother Esau, saying, 'Bring me some game and prepare a dish for me to eat, that I may bless you with the Lord's approval before I die.' Now, my son, listen carefully as I instruct you. Go to the flock and fetch me 2 choice kids, and I will make of them a dish for your father, such as he likes. Then take it to your father to eat, in order that he may bless you before he dies." And Jacob answered his mother, "But my brother Esau is a hairy man, and I am smooth-skinned. If my father touches me, I will appear to him as a trickster, and bring upon myself a curse, not a blessing." But his mother said to him, "Your curse be upon me, my son, be upon me. Just do as I say, and fetch them for me." He got them and brought them to his mother, and his mother prepared a dish such as his father liked. Rebekah then took the best clothes of her older son Esau, which were there in the house, and had her younger son Jacob put them on. And she covered his hands and the hairless part of his neck with the skins of the kids. And then she put in the hands of her son Jacob the dish and the bread that she had prepared. He went to his father and said, "Father," and he said, "Yes, which of my sons are you?" And Jacob said to his father, "I am Esau, your firstborn. I have done as you told me. Pray sit up and eat of my game, that you may give me your innermost blessing." Isaac said to his son, "How did you succeed so quickly, my son?" And he said, "Because the Lord, your God, granted me good fortune." Isaac said to Jacob, "Come closer, that I may feel you, my son, whether you are really my son Esau or not." So Jacob drew close to his father, Isaac, who felt him and wondered, "This is the voice of my son Jacob, yet the hands are the hands of Esau." He did not recognize him because his hands were very hairy like those of his brother Esau, and so he blessed him. He asked, "Are you really my son Esau?" And when he said, "I am," he said, "Serve me and let me eat of my son's game, that I might give you my innermost blessing." So he served him and he ate. He brought him wine and he drank. And then his father Isaac said to him, "Come close and kiss me, my son." And he went up and he kissed him, and he smelled his clothes and he blessed him, saying, "Ah, the smell of my son is like the smell of the fields my Lord has blessed. May God give you of the dew of heaven and the fat of the earth, abundance of the new grain and wine. Let peoples serve you and nations bow to you. Be master over your brothers, and let your mother's sons bow to you. Cursed be they who curse you, blessed be they who bless you." No sooner did Jacob left the presence of his father Isaac, after Isaac had finished blessing Jacob, than his brother Esau came back from his hunt. He too prepared a dish and brought it to his father, and he said to his father, "Let my father sit up and eat of his son's game, so you may give me your innermost blessing." His father Isaac said, "Who are you?" And he said, "I am your son, Esau, your firstborn." Isaac was seized with very violent trembling. "Who was it then," he demanded, "that hunted game and brought it to me? Moreover, I ate of it before you came, and I blessed him. Now he must remain blessed." When Isaac heard his father's words, he burst into a wild and bitter sobbing and said to his father, "Bless me too, father." But he answered, "Your brother came with guile and took away your blessing." Esau said, "Was he then named Jacob that he might supplant me these 2 times? First he took away my birthright, and now he's taken away my blessing." And he added, "Have you not reserved a blessing for me?" Isaac answered, saying to Esau, "I have made him master over you. I have given him all his brothers for servants, and sustained him with grain and wine. What then can I still do for you, my son?" And Esau said to his father, "Have you but one blessing, father? Bless me too, father." And Esau wept aloud. And his father answered, saying to him, "See, your abode shall enjoy the fat of the earth, and by the dew of heaven above. Yet by your sword you shall live, and you shall serve your brother. When you grow restive, you shall break his yoke from your neck." Now Esau harbored a grudge against Jacob because of the blessing which his father had given him. And Esau said to himself, "Let but the mourning period of my father come, and I will kill my brother Jacob." When the words of her older son Esau were reported to Rebekah, she consoled herself. She sent for her younger son Jacob, and sent. Let's try that one again. When the words of her older son Esau were reported to Rebekah, she sent for her younger son Jacob and said to him, "Your brother Esau is consoling himself by planning to kill you. Now, my son, listen to me. Flee at once to Haran, to my brother Laban. Stay with him a while until your brother's fury subsides, until your brother's anger against him subsides, and he forgets what you have done to him. Then I will fetch you from there. Let me not lose you both in one day." Rebekah said to Isaac, "I am disgusted with my life because of the Hittite women. If Jacob marries a Hittite woman like these, from among the native women, what good will life be to me?" Lots of emotional charging in there. Jacob manages to maneuver himself to be head of the household. And yeah, it's trickery. And there's this interesting thing that Isaac says where he can only give one blessing per person. So a blessing really has the connotations of a promise. You can't promise something to one person you've already promised to somebody else. This whole idea of Jacob wanting to eat his son's cooking instead of his daughter's cooking before he died is a bit unusual, but I guess Esau's a pretty good cook. And it does have a lot of realism in it, in that it says that Jacob comes in far too early, and Isaac is suspicious, because anybody who's been hunting or fishing, whatever it is, it takes a lot of time. Isaac was also aware of this, and that's what makes him question how come the food got there so fast. Even just the preparation. I mean, Jacob has to go kill 2 goats, drag them in, bleed them, because remember, you're not allowed to eat anything with blood in it. And then after all that, his mother still has to cook the meal. Now, the meal is obviously pretty damn good, because we know there's a big difference between the taste of elk and cow. Just watch any episode of Hell's Kitchen or a Master Chef or something. These chefs can identify things by taste. So you would think that Isaac, having such a taste for wild game meat, would be able to figure that out right away. It doesn't work out that way, though. And yeah, I'm going to give myself a little bit of a break today and leave it with that. So, because chapter 28 and chapter 29 are doozies. So, we hope you enjoyed this episode of the Silverlight Show. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. We are not monetized, so if you would like to, please buy a book. Link in the description. One of our ebooks is 99 cents, less than a cup of coffee per day. Or if you want to have one of the paperbacks, we can usually be shipped to your house for $10, less than a cup of coffee for 7 days. No matter what, we hope you enjoyed this episode of the Silverlight Show, and we hope you have a fantastic day.